Why, yes, children of God, I hear you all the time. But I was getting my driver's license. Why, yes, children of God, but I was getting my driver's license. Why, yes, children of God, but I have to go get my driver's license. um, I left early, so I left really early. I had to wake up at 6 a.m. anyway because I had that phone interview at 6 a.m. Then I got depressed because nobody called for the phone interview. I was like, oh, I'm not going to get the job because I didn't even get, nobody called. But I had scheduled for a 6 a.m. phone interview, but nobody called. So I thought, oh, I'm not going to get the job. But then they called a little bit later and they let me still get the interview on the phone, even though it was late. So I got really excited. That merchandising job, it looks like you just put up signs. Like you need a screwdriver and stuff, and you put up signs for companies, or you get stuff delivered. So you pick up your delivery of like a sign or a billboard, postcard, hooks, or whatever. And then you keep all the stuff at your house until the day that you go to the store and put the sign up. And that sounds pretty similar to all the merchandising work I did before. I did a ton of merchandising work where you don't really need a screwdriver. I only did a little bit where you needed a screwdriver. But it seems like the same as merchandising, only you're going to screw things in more than other basic merchandising. Because other merchandising, you just set up little plastic things that hold everything and stuff. So the only difference, it looks like you gotta screw things in. But that's okay, because all you gotta do is learn that part. The rest of it sounds like basic merchandising. The phone interview was fun, but I don't know if I made it. But I did make it to another phone interview tomorrow for half an hour. Maybe that's a good sign. I don't know. And then I have that phone interview for a merchant service company. That's at 9:30. So I'll keep you, children of God, posted. Children of God just like to know what job I'm going to have because they like to talk to me about my jobs all the time and help me with tips or complaints about jobs like that when it's a job they understand. So those are my two jobs and how good I'm doing so far at those things. But I turned in all my paperwork because my tooth was broken in half. And they said within 3 days, within 3 days, I guess I'll know if I qualify or how this works to get my tooth fixed. But I might not get my tooth fixed in 3 days. I gotta ask them. But that I went there yesterday, so I'm not gonna go find an office to ask them if I could go get my tooth fixed until 3 days, because they said within 3 days they give you an answer. Well, then I might as well just check on the third day, because there might not be an answer till the third day anyway. So I think I have everything done, and then I'm at the driver's license, getting my driver license renewal. And I went through the whole thing and got my picture taken. And the only part that was really embarrassing is I forgot what line I was supposed to read on the letters. I was like, She said, cover your eyes. And then I forgot what she had said. They have that blocker. They have that plastic blocker barrier. And I could barely hear what she was saying. And I was like, oh gosh. I didn't hear what she says, but I don't know which line to read. I was like, I don't know. Is it this line? Was it a different? And then I was like, oh, I don't know. And I felt so stupid to admit I didn't really totally hear what you had said. But the lady was really nice. She was like, that's okay. And she gave me the line again or whatever I was supposed to be doing. So I did it. There was this lady. Okay, so the security guy, there is a guy that's called security. I think he had security on his shirt, I think. I don't know who he is officially. He was organizing all of us in the line in front of the door. Because I'm at the DMV off Faro and De Palm and over by Ramon side. This DMV. And he was organizing all of us in line based on what we needed to get done or do or whatever. And I couldn't do my internet. I couldn't do the application on the internet anyway because my phone number had changed. Oh, man. And I just realized they didn't ask what my new phone number is. Okay, well, I'll probably have to call customer service. Maybe that's not DMV related. Maybe that's just from internet use, password type necessity has to. Yeah, maybe you have to get customer service DMV through the internet to change your phone number on your account with your name. I might have to go to the DMV office forever now. My phone number is different now. Oh, well, geez. Or go to customer service, see if they change the phone number on the internet. Because I just realized maybe it's probably not relevant for your driver's license if your phone number is changed. So I did my driver's license. They said it doesn't come for like 30 days. So I'm going to save the paper that I did it and my old license, obviously, because that's all I have. But I think I've accomplished all I could accomplish so far to be productive. So I'm just going to get my butt to work. If you as children of God think I was supposed to be more productive or get something else done, let me know. Oh, there was this really nice, pretty lady. If you go to the DMV here at Farrell and Date Palm and over by Vista Chino. Oh, yeah, Date Palm's kind of far down. I think it's more by Vista Chino and Farrell or something. This DMV, there's a lady with hair. She's got gray hair. It's like really pretty, beautiful grayish hair. And it's a little bob. Her haircut's all bobby. And it's kind of goes along her face and it bobs over. It's really pretty, pretty, pretty hair. That hair color, that cut. Whoever did her hair is really good at what they do. She stands out and looks really pretty. I was in line next to this lady who had the most beautiful Levi jeans. I mean, they were just Levi jeans. But boy, did she pick a really nice pair that looked really nice on her. Really looked pretty, the lady. And she had a little bandana or something. But she just looked so pretty and so cute. Everybody in the DMV wanted to know if I was real or not, of course. Then, of course, the jokes and the laughs. But I guess since it's a DMV, they stayed pretty quiet or professional. Didn't go off the charts with the laughing joke. Me is in the building. Okay, I think that's everything. I'm just running through my powers to make sure my husbands don't need words of support or love because they're going through all this. I would say, welcome to my new dream husband, property husbands. Thank you to all the husbands that visited me all night because it's always nice to be visited by husbands and have love and support, especially when you're trying to rest or sleep and be strong enough for the next day. I'd want to say thank you to all the husbands that have connected to my phone or the car, just because the biggest and best husbands, it's so much better when I can stay connected to all of you guys all the time. And also at some point, when you're my property ones, or when you always loved and worshiped me the most, you're going to want to stay connected to my powers religiously right next to me anyway. So if you're not a husband that needs to be right next to me 24/7, at some point you're going to. So remember how I said that everybody loved to hang out right next to Jesus, but every single God would train or educate Jesus not to let people get too close to him for too many days in a row. Because if you sat on Jesus's lap for too many days in a row, you at some point you wouldn't be able to live without his powers and his existence right next to you. Well, it wouldn't make any sense. It wouldn't make any sense unless you're in heaven. And it wouldn't make any sense unless you can sit right next to Jesus forever, right? So the gods would teach Jesus not to make it where people are addicted to him and get stuck like that. Well, you as husbands are meant to get stuck to me. When you always loved and worshiped me the most, you didn't really want to get stuck to any other God anyway. Getting stuck to me as a God like that makes you overloaded and overwhelming and just want to stay stuck to me 24/7. And then that's the way this thing works. You guys will end up stuck to me and my powers and never, ever, ever want to be unstuck. So that's one thing you guys want to get ready for. And then hopefully I went over everything. The children of God know my whole thing. So that the children of God know where I stand as of today for their little comments and hints about stuff. Or if they don't think I handled or I'm not being productive enough. And the husbands now know that I got everything done. That was the biggest stuff to try to have whatever best tomorrow's. Look what I found at a dollar store. These are really pretty, huh? I haven't put them on yet, but they're really pretty. And I think I went over everything. Let me know if you guys needed to know more. But otherwise, I'm just going to go to work and send a video when I can out.